Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Shaughnessy, and on this channel we discuss fragrance, beauty, and wellness. And if you simply like to have a good time and you like my vibe, subscribe. So before we jump into this video, I want to say thank you all so much for 9,000 subscribers. I mean, I was like, woo woo, we on a road to 10K, we on a road to 10K. So if you have subscribed recently, welcome, welcome, welcome. And you know, if you've been here for a while, you know I love y'all too. I was just hyped. Okay, so in this video, I am going to be telling you about some of the new releases that have just come out, some of the hottest perfumes that have hit the shelves, okay? Now, y'all know I have a rather large collection. It's not the biggest collection you've seen on YouTube. It's not the smallest collection, but it's a big collection. What my opinion is a big collection. So I'm just not just buying just to review. I don't even want to buy travel sprays. I want to know, I don't want to purchase a perfume until I know if I want to purchase it. So I went perfume sniffing, which is rare for me because I don't like to be bothered when I am shopping, because especially when it's perfumes, because I know 99.9% of the time I'm not purchasing that perfume that day, because I'm going to try to find a deal, because y'all know I don't like paying full price for nothing. I mean, some things, you know, like drugstore, I don't have choice really, you know, but these expensive items, I like to wait for sales. I like to wait for discounts. So yeah, I don't like going in store shopping for perfume, because they think, especially Sephora. Now, Ulta, I'm sorry, I'm going off on a little tangent, but Ulta will pretty much leave you alone. And I've been to a couple Sephoras. They'll keep being like, well, what are you looking for? Like, what is your scent profile? I mean, have you smelled the latest? What about this? What about that? And I'm just like, oh my goodness, just let me sniff my fragrances, because I'm not buying one anyway. And I know what I'm looking for. I don't need your help. Now, I don't say that, but that's how I be feeling. So that's why I'm like, it's rare for me to go out sniffing. But I'm going to have to start doing that, y'all. Because like I said, I just don't want to, I don't want to be purchasing and then returning, or if they won't let you return. I just don't want to go through all that. So, long intro to say, we got some perfumes to talk about here that I'm excited to share my thoughts finally with you all. And I'm going to tell you all, will I add them to my collection, or am I just not interested at all? So that I thought would be fun to do, because, you know, I don't be having all this money buying all these doggone perfumes, and I still have space, but I mean, come on now, Shaughnessy, you don't need everything. So the first one we're going to talk about is Versace Dylan Purple. And here is this beautiful bottle. Just gorgeous, darling. Now, I have Dylan Blue. I have the light one. I can't think of the name right now. So this is a flanker. And we all know, well, if you've been watching me for a minute, I'm a little tired of the flankers. So I really wasn't rushing out to go purchase any flankers either. So Dylan Purple is described as a fruity floral, and the keynotes are bitter orange, purple freesia, and cedarwood Virginia. So I sprayed this on my skin. I smelled it. What I thought about it was tart, it was fruity, it was floral like it says. It was shampooy hairspray type of fragrance to me. Very body mist. Okay? And Versace fragrances anyway, most of them, and especially the ones I have in my collection, and from what I've smelled from this house, a lot of them have a freshness to them, a cleanness, a brightness. They're not known for thick, heavy, gourmand scents. So I wasn't expecting that in the first place, but I was expecting maybe a little bit more. Did it smell good? Yes. Now on the initial spray, I was like, hairspray. And I said, well, do I want to walk around and smell like hairspray? I mean, it didn't smell bad, but that's just the first thing that came to my mind, hairspray. And then as it settled on my skin, because I didn't spray all of them on my skin, but it was a couple I was like, I've got to spray these on my skin. And it got a little sweeter, but still a little tart. And it kept that hairspray, shampoo, and I'm not talking cheap hairspray. I mean, it smells like, high-end hairspray to me, and that body mist. And when I say body mist, fragrance mist vibe, it was just, it didn't smell perfumey at all. So if you are the type, there are some perfumes, they smell perfumey. And then there's some perfumes that you just don't know. You smell good, but they don't have that perfumey scent to them. And this one doesn't. So I like it. I love the bottle. I mean, let me just show you the bottle. Now, I love the bottle. I'm a purple rose gold girl. And see, that bottle is helping them. Because is this a need in my collection? No. Is it a must-have for me? No. But is it a good summer fragrance? Yes. Is it a good, which I've been kind of craving lately, that shampoo-y, clean smell where you just smell good. You don't smell perfume. It just smells like that's how you smell. You don't smell like a perfume. I like it for that. So I would say from where I sprayed it on me, I would say it lasts 4 to 6 hours. Maybe longer because I didn't spray a whole lot. But wearing it my usual way, it would last longer because I got 4 to 6 hours just on my hand. And that was after I went to In-N-Out and I had some onions on the burger. So that was with all of that and washing my hands and stuff, I still smelled it. It just lessened in intensity, but it was still there. So this is one, I know me. I like it enough that I want to add it to my collection. Do I feel like I need it for spring though? Is this one I want to rush out and get and it's just on my mind and I want it now? No, it's not at that level. I think this is going to be more towards summer for me, but I do want to add it to my collection. Will it be a 3.4 ounce bottle? I don't know, because it does have that body mist kind of DNA. So I don't know if I'm just going to want to spray it like a perfume, or will I spray it a little bit heavier, and that would make me want to get the full bottle, the big bottle. But I know I do want to get a bottle of this. But I just want to say, it's nothing outstanding. It's nothing you haven't smelled before. It's just a very nice, fruity floral, shampoo-y, fresh fragrance that if you don't love perfumey smelling perfumes, it's a hit. If you like the Dylan Blue line, you're gonna like this one, because to me it fits. It fits in the line because Dylan Blue, the original, to me is very high-end hair product vibes to me too. To me, it smells like when I wear Dylan Blue, I feel like I showered and shampooed my hair with the best high-end luxury products, and that's how I smell. With the other Dylan, why can't I remember the name of it, y'all? Hold on. I had to look it up, y'all. And as I was looking it up, I remembered it. With Dylan Turquoise, it gives me fresh, if I remember correct, because I haven't worn that since the summer, fresh, citrusy, bougie, vacation fresh vibes. So, and then the purple is like the in-between, because those two, the blue and the turquoise, to me smell bougie clean, okay? And purple is like mid-range. It still smells of quality, fresh, clean, shampooy hair product vibes, but it's not quite on the level, but it fits in the line. So I know I'm gonna get a bottle. So yes, that Dylan purple I do want in my collection towards the summer. So it's not gonna be right now. Okay, this next one that we have been hearing everybody talk about, y'all. And you know, what I'm getting ready to mention is Valentino Donna Born in Roma Intense. Now, I watched a few reviews and they were all good reviews, but I felt like I didn't get a review to tell me, that helped me decide, do I want to blind buy this? Do I need it? I just didn't feel like anyone thoroughly convinced me to purchase it or thoroughly convinced me to be like, leave it alone. It's a flanker. I don't need another flanker. But it wouldn't leave my mind. So I said, I'm going to go smell this. So here is the bottle, which I know you've seen it because, like I said, this has been the talk of YouTube. So there's the bottle, just like the original, but darker, deeper, sexier looking bottle. So Valentino Donna Born in Roma Intense is described as a warm floral. The keynotes are vanilla, jasmine, and benzoin. Okay, so for me to describe this fragrance, I have to compare it to the original, because an intense version to me is always based off of the original. So if you smell the original Donna Born in Roma, it's very crowd pleasing. It's fruity, vanilla. It's got a little floral to it. It's very pink, very flirty, very girly, but in a womanly way. So then we go from all pink to, you know, black pink ombre. And Valentino Donna Born in Roma Intense is smoother, it's creamier, it's more vanilla, it's a little powdery, it's seductive, it's alluring, it's grown woman. I mean, it is that woman, okay? So let me tell you how I went in when I was in Ulta. I saw it. I went, when I saw the Versace Dylan Blue 2, I was like, ah. So I went, I saved, I made myself wait to smell Born in Roma Intense for last. I sprayed my other hand. At first when I smelled it, I was like, whoo, that's a bit much. I mean, that's what I was saying. That's a bit much. Okay, and then it settled. And I was like, I like it, but I don't think I need it. And then I was walking around and I was running errands and going different places, and I would move this hand and I would keep getting wafts of it. And I would go, that's smelling good. Okay. And like I told you, I ate in and out. And, you know, washing my hands, everything, getting the onion off. And I was still smelling it strong, okay? And I was like, what? That fragrance is cutting up. This is smelling good. You know, it just kept getting better. And I said, wait a minute. Okay, Born in Roma Intense. Okay, another flanker. Okay, I concede. Because, y'all, let me tell you something. I love Born in Roma, the original. With that fragrance, though, it's a compliment getter. It's a crowd pleaser. Men love it. Okay? But I would feel like on me, it didn't perform as well. I didn't feel like I could smell it. When I'm wearing something, I want to smell it until I get used to it. And then I want to get hit with a surprise waft of it, because, you know, your nose gets used to it, whatever that term is. I can't ever remember. anosmic. See, I don't know. So, your nose gets used to it. And you don't smell it all the time, but then you'll get hit with it. Born in Roma Intense I just kept smelling it. And I only sprayed one spray on my hand. One. Okay? And it was thebomb.com. So let's go here. If you have the original, do you need the Intense? I'm going to say no, shockingly, because I feel like you can get the Intense version by layering. Because the Intense version, I get a lot more vanilla, and I get a lot more benzoin. So it's sweeter in a deeper, thicker way. So I was like, well, maybe if I just mix vanilla 28 with Born in Roma, maybe it'll give me that vibe. I haven't tried it yet. But I was thinking, maybe it could. So I'm not going to say you just have to get it, especially if you love to layer. Is it different enough to own both? I'm going to say yes, because if you're a day-night person with your fragrances, which I'm not, because I'm not about that nightlife often, so I don't tend to save my fragrances for night. I tend to be seasonal. Is it cold? Does it work in the cold? Does it work in the heat? And if I'm going out at night, then I'll, decide what I want to wear. But if you're a day-night, then Valentino Born in Roma Original is daytime. And then Valentino Born in Roma, Donna Born in Roma Intense is nighttime. Because it is sexy. And see, the original is flirty. And Intense is like, honey, I know I'm fire up in here. It's just, okay. So, and I want to get it now. I'm like, do I need it now? Do I need the full bottle now? Because I don't. I think you could wear it anytime. I know a lot of people are saying it's date night, it's nighttime. I think it's on that, in my mind, like Narciso. What's that fragrance everybody's talking about? That Rose Noir Musk. How that's just sexy. Anytime, anywhere. It's not too much. I feel like Born in Roma Intense is just when you want to feel like you are, can't nobody tell you nothing type of mood, and you put that on and you just want to feel, you just feeling yourself. I feel like you can just wear anytime depending on how much you spray, just like the original. So if you want flirty, it's Donna Born in Roma, the original. If you want that alluring, seductive, and it does have a maturity to this one. And that's another thing that turned me off. I was like, wait a minute. Are you saying mature as in, kind of outdated? Or are you saying mature in I'm just grown and sexy? And that's the maturity is. It's that grown and sexy. And it does, and the intensity of it to me is the benzoin and the vanilla, because it still smells like this is a true flanker. Like if you've smelled the original Donna Born in Roma, you know this is a flanker, because it smells like it, but just enhanced, more intense, more vanilla, sultry, deeper, darker, good. Okay, so yeah, I'm getting that. I just can't decide if I want to wait or do I want to go ahead and get it. I don't think I need a full 3.4 ounce bottle. I will say that, because that is long lasting. I think I would get the 1 ounce or the 1.7 ounce of Donna Born in Roma Intense. But because at first I was going to get the travel spray, but I was like, I don't even want food, no travel spray. Y'all know how I am. So I'm like, I don't want to get the travel spray, and then I use it up the way I spray, and then I'm going to have to go buy a full bottle anyway. So I'm just trying to decide, do I want to purchase it now and what size? I know it's not going to be the full size 3.4 ounce. So I'm just trying to decide, do I want the 1 ounce or do I want the 1.7? But it's going to be in my collection. Yeah, it's good. It's fire. I mean, y'all, because I went in like, psh, I don't need this flanker. And then she turned my mind around because I want it. I want it in my collection. Okay, so the next fragrance we're going to talk about is Black Opium La Parfum. Now, this is another one, flanker. And Black Opium, I'm like, oh my goodness, how many more do you need? This is what I'm thinking. How many more do you need, YSL, of Black Opium? But alas, we have another one. And here is the bottle. Now, this is the plainest bottle I think I've seen of Black Opium. I mean, it's just plain. You can tell they kind of run out of ideas on what to do. So, Black Opium La Parfum is described as a warm, spicy, sweet gourmand. It has keynotes of white floral bouquet, vanilla, and coffee accord. Now, I just picked this up on a whim because I'm just smelling all the new that they have available. Y'all, I sprayed this and I went, okay, Black Opium. I have the original Black Opium. I have 3 Black Opiums in my collection. But this, I'm just going to base it off of the original. And it smells, Black Opium La Parfum smells exactly like the original to me, but with a significantly more vanilla, which I love. I love the vanilla. So if you already know you love Black Opium, the OG, the first one, the one that started it all, you're gonna love Black Opium La Parfum because that vanilla, to me, it made it sweeter, it made it more gourmand. And with the original Black Opium, I feel like I don't be smelling it. I can't, I like it, but I don't love it. And this is one I want in my collection, but I'm not gonna get this one until I use up the original Black Opium. But I love the vanilla. The vanilla, to me, this version of Black Opium La Parfum is what the original should have smelled like from the beginning. Okay? I love it. I'm gonna get it one day. Now, I don't know when because I still have a full bottle of Black Opium. So it's no hurry on that one at all. But I did like it and I wanted to mention it because if you love the original Black Opium, or even if you don't love the original Black Opium, I would still give this one a try if you love vanilla, because I could pick up immediately, instantly, on all that glorious vanilla in Black Opium La Parfum. Okay, y'all. So the next fragrances we're going to talk about are the new Daisy Love Paradise line. Now, I'm just going to show you all of them before we get to talking. So this is Paradise Oh So Fresh. You know, this is the tall bottle. This is the original Daisy Paradise. You know, it's the one that started it all in that size bottle. And then you have the humongous flower, and that is Daisy Love Paradise. Now, you may be wondering, Shaughnessy, why did you just show us all of those perfumes at once? Well, let me tell you something. I love the color scheme of those bottles. Love the color scheme. So, I'm a pink and purple girl. I like Marc Jacobs. If you know Marc Jacobs, he comes out with a limited edition collection of those 3 lines every year. And I was like, oh, I haven't gotten a Marc Jacobs perfume in a minute, and I really love those bottles. Let's check them out. Y'all, they all smell similar to me. That's why I lumped them in there together. They're very nice. They're fruity floral. They're sweet fruity floral. If you smelled Marc Jacobs perfumes, they smell like a Marc Jacobs perfume from this line. It's nothing new. It's nothing I haven't smelled before. None of them grabbed me enough to say, I'm going to get that. None of them did. Now, I love the bottle, but it just didn't grab me, y'all. So I might try those again. One of them again later on. But for now, I got too much stuff to just be adding in something that didn't grab me enough. Now you might be thinking, well, girl, you trying to add in Dylan Purple? Well, Dylan Purple is what the kind of scent I'm kind of craving now. Like I told you, I'm in this shampooy, fresh vibe kick I have going on that I'm just waiting for when I feel I'm craving those fragrances, but I'm not quite ready to wear them yet. But that's what I've been looking at and wanting to add to my collection, because I think why I'm craving those is because during this project Use It Up, I had a lot of perfumey fragrance mist and a lot of layering combos I came up with. They're very, you smell really good, but you smell perfumey. And I feel like I just want to get in that clean vibe, clean girl aesthetic vibe. So that's why I'm leaning towards that one. This Daisy Paradise line is fruity floral. I have fruity floral. I have other Marc Jacobs perfumes. I think I want more than this line. Now, I will say with this line, if it pops up on Fragrance Net, Fragrance X, Marshall somewhere one day, and I can get that color scheme for a discounted price, I'm all for it. But I'm not willing to pay full price for any of the Daisy Paradise fragrances at this time. I'm just not. Okay, so the next fragrance we're going to talk about, I was curious about this one, is Q by Dolce & Gabbana, because it's queen. I saw the crown. I was like, okay. So here is the fragrance bottle, because they came out with this for men a minute ago. And I said, I wonder why they didn't have, a women's version. Well, now they do. And Q by D&G is described as woody and fruity. It has keynotes of Sicilian lemon, cherry, and cedarwood. I was like, wow. I was excited. Okay. I spray. Oh, and this is described that it's supposed to make you feel like a contemporary queen. Okay. Y'all, I sprayed this perfume. Instantly, I was like, nope. No. I can't even remember exactly how it smells. It smelled perfumey. It smelled off-putting. I didn't smell cherry. I didn't smell lemon. I just smelled, that is how I felt when I smelled it. And that's rare for me. It is very rare. That's why I have such a big collection of things, because I'm not the type of fragrance lover that, I only like florals. I only like a gourmand. I like a little bit of everything. And that's my problem. So with fragrances, usually I can pick out something that appeals to me that I like about it. This is one I didn't try on my skin. So I might go back, because I think I'm going to start doing this more often, so I can tell you all about different fragrances, because I do have people ask me, and I'm just not going to be buying everything now, y'all. I'm just not. So I might spray this one again on my skin and see, did it change my mind? But it was so off-putting that I didn't want to try it on my skin. And usually that's when you need to, but I didn't want to, because I was smelling good. I didn't want to put that on, and I had other places to go, and I didn't even like the way it smelled. So I will say it was an instant no. When I smelled it, it just did not appeal to me at all. And I was like, this doesn't make me feel like a queen. The queen of what? This is what I was thinking. It did not make me feel like a queen. So I'm sorry I can't really tell you how it smells. I tried to keep the little strip, but I got them. Y'all know if you smell a lot of stuff and you put the strips in your purse, they all smell like one fragrance, whichever is the strongest fragrance. And that's what happened. So I can't tell you exactly what it smelled like, but I can tell you my feelings were like, oh no, hunty, I can't do you. No, that's not the kind of queen I want to smell like. That's what I was thinking. Okay, so the next fragrance we're going to talk about is Paco Rabon Fame. Now, let me tell you. Let me show you this bottle. I saw this bottle and I was like, are you for real right now? Robot girl. The bottle didn't appeal to me at all. Okay? At all. The only reason I wanted to smell this perfume is because it has a mango note in it. And I have some fragrance mist that I have in my upcoming project, Use It Up. Y'all wait till you see that. That I know I want to use up. And I don't have mango perfumes. I only have one full-size bottle mango perfume, and I don't want to use it all. I don't want to just go through that perfume while using up these mists, because that's a House of Sillage perfume. You know, I'm gonna use it, but I just don't want to fly through it and I have to repurchase it. So I want a couple mango fragrances. So Paco Rabanne Fame is described as a floral fragrance. It has key notes of incense, mango, and jasmine. Now, this is one I had to go back to Ulta to pick up an order, so I sprayed this so I could remember it better. Okay, this smells good. But when I smell it, I feel like I have this in my collection. And for some reason, this is not a dupe. This doesn't even smell exactly like it. But when I smell this, my mind keeps going to Valentino's Dolce Viva. Yeah, it's something in here that reminds me of that. And you know, I love Dolce Viva. But I was getting this, I wanted to smell this for fruity, tropical, summery, mango vibes. This gives me sophisticated, smell good. You can be dressed up while wearing this. You can be casual. Because it gives me Dolce Viva vibes. And that is a perfume, to me, you can wear any time of the year. You can be dressed up, be dressed down. I wouldn't say go to some fancy gala wearing it, but I'm talking about, you know, just to a nice dinner or a restaurant or something, brunch, work, casually going out, doing things. Dolce Viva works for me like that. And so does Paco Rabanne's Fame. So it is nice to me. Like, I like the way it smells because it reminds me of Dolce Viva. But am I willing? Do I want to get it? No, because I wanted fruity, tropical fragrance. And this is not giving me that. Now, this is one like the Q by D&G that I might, when I go back, spray it on my skin. And I would go and I would see what it pulls on my skin. But for now, it's a no to adding it to my collection. And if I didn't say it before, Q by D&G was no. Adding it to my collection at this time either. So, yeah. But those, I'm willing, unlike Q by D&G that I just did not like, I do like Fame. And so I just want to spray it on my skin to see, does it pull mango? Will it pull tropical? Because I'm not getting, like when I see mango, incense, I was thinking it was going to be like a floral, fruity, tropical kind of, you know, sexy scent. And to me, it just smells like a good smelling perfume. A really nice smelling perfume. But it's nothing that just stands out to me except that it smells like one of my favorite perfumes, which is Dolce Viva. So the last fragrance we're going to talk about today is Eilish number 2. And if you know me, you know I love the original Billie Eilish. Hate the bottle. Here's the bottle for Eilish 2. Same bottle, just black. Still don't like it. Okay, so Eilish number 2 is described as an alluring, woody, floral fragrance with keynotes of apple blossom, wild, wet poppy flowers, and Palo Santo. Okay, so let me just preface this. When I read the notes for Eilish number 2, the notes didn't appeal to me at all. So I didn't expect to like this fragrance, which I don't. So when I sprayed it, I was like, this smells like a man's cologne. I'm like a man's cologne. I was like, what? Because I think her fragrances are advertised as unisex. So unisex means, which some women love this. So some women love Eilish number 2, not this woman. I mean, it would be one thing if it smelled like a men's cologne. I'm trying to think, would I want to smell this on a man? I don't know. Now, I did ask my brother, because I was like, you smell this, because you're a guy, and I think this is just straight up a men's cologne. And he smelled it, and he didn't like it. And he was just, it's like, you know, I don't think he would wear it. Now, the Billie Eilish, the first one, he likes it, because I let him spray it on his skin. I said, because it's advertised as unisex, and he liked the way it smelled on his skin. So you have Billie Eilish, the original, that's unisex, and a man likes it on his skin, which to me is feminine, the first one. And then you have, but it works for men and women, and wear what you want to wear. Now the second one is unisex, supposedly. I think they're both supposed to be advertised, and it smells straight up like a man. And then I asked the man, and he didn't even really like it. So I don't like it. Now, it smells absolutely nothing like the original, in my opinion. And in my notes, I have nothing in all caps, honey. And then I have, it is not unisex at all, in all caps to me, in my notes. Because it smells, unisex, you can have unisex leaning feminine, you can have unisex leaning masculine, you can have unisex straight down the middle. To me, this Billie Eilish number 2, it doesn't lean feminine, it doesn't lean masculine, it doesn't lean in the middle. It is a man's cologne. That is what it smells like to me. It smells like a traditional men's fragrance DNA cologne of how men's, fragrances tend to smell. That's what it smells like to me. So, I mean, I don't even know why this is a flanker. It should have been, it should have just been its own thing. Because to me, in my opinion, when I think of a flanker, I should be able to get something of the original DNA. Not just the bottle. But I should be able to get something in the fragrance from the original fragrance. It's a flanker of. And I don't get not one iota of the original Billie Eilish to Billie Eilish number 2. They are literally night and day. So if you love Billie Eilish, it doesn't mean a doggone thing about how you gonna feel about Billie Eilish number 2, because they are polar opposite fragrances, in my opinion. And oh, by the way, I don't want it. So I don't want a full bottle of it. So to recap, the fragrances that I plan to add to my collection at some point, I want Versace Dylan Blue Purple. I want Donna Born in Roma Intense. And I want Black Opium La Parfum. The other fragrances I plan to try again on my skin would be the Daisy Love Paradise line. And still, I would want it at a discounted price. I plan to give Q, D&G, just because of that crown on the bottle. I'm just going to give it one more chance on my skin. And Paco Rabon's fame. Love the way it smells, but I want to see if it turns into more of what I'm looking for. So I want to try that one again on my skin. Eyelash number 2, I ain't got nothing for it, honey. I ain't got nothing for it. I don't want to spray it on my skin. I don't like to smell masculine. I can smell unisex, clean, fresh, that type. But smelling like a straight up dude, I don't want to smell like that. So I have no interest, zero, zilch, none, nada, to put that on my skin. I mean, I might one day for the heck of it, but I have no interest in purchasing that perfume. I almost said cologne. I have no interest in purchasing that fragrance at all. Eyelash number 2. Out of the list of fragrances, says the ones that would be the worst. That would be at the bottom. And Q by D&G. The rest of them I can deal with. I like some I want to add, but those 2, they're at the bottom of the list. All right, y'all. So I just went. Wait a minute. I want to tell y'all, because I've had people ask me in my comments, Carolina Herrera's Good Girl Blush. Y'all, I went to multiple Ultas. Not one of them had it out. And then when I went back to Ulta to pick up some orders, I've had orders to pick up at a couple of different Ultas. They didn't have it out again. So I said, when are you all planning to put this out? And they said, well, we don't know. So I'm just gonna have to keep checking back and get back with you, because that's the main one I wanted to smell, because I was like, oh, is this gonna be the pink, soft, girly version of the Good Girl line? But y'all, I haven't been able to smell it. So you will be seeing another video about Very Good Girl Blush when I can get a doggone travel size, or I can smell it or something, because I'm really interested in that one. And yes, it's another flanker. But that pink shoe called my name. So I want to smell it. I'm interested in it because of the notes and because of the pink color. Because when I look at that color, you know what perfume I think of? C Fiore. And you know, that was discontinued. So I'm like, is it going to smell anything like C Fiore? Will it? Please let it. You know, so I really want to smell that one. So if you enjoyed this video and enjoyed hearing my thoughts on some of the new releases, please give me a big thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below. Tell me your thoughts on some of these new fragrances. Tell me some new fragrances I didn't mention, because it's a ton that's coming out that you think I should check out. I would love to know. Please share this video with everybody, because even though we got to 9K, well, we trying to get to 10. We trying to get to 10, 10, 10. Y'all, so please share this video with everybody, and please don't forget to turn on your notification bell so you don't ever miss any of my videos. And as I always say, if you like my vibe, subscribe. Until next time, bye.